Guys, Jackie M, how you doing? We are MOMC Series 5, session number 7. So this is our last stretch on the topic of noodles. And is it noodles? Yeah, it is noodles. And I've lost track. And we've got vegan chef Dave, who's going to be making one of my favorites, which is Rojak, Mee Rojak, right? And we've got the beautiful Paniki over in Penang. So we've got the Malaysian contingent this time around, essentially. And Pearly's going to be hosting Dave. But before we get started, make sure, guys, to say hello, let us know where you're watching from. And we're just going to play a quick reel from Tourism Malaysia, and we'll be back with you guys very, very quickly. Hey, now, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Come on. Gotta make a move to get there right now. Somewhere nice so we can get away. Better than the ordinary day. You're my paradise. Malaysia, truly Asia. Okay, welcome back again. And I am Jackie M from Masters of Malaysian Cuisine. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Don't forget, if you haven't already signed up at our website, do so now at malaysianchefs.com/join today. And you will get access to all our recipes, including all our e-magazines. So we put out e-magazine 4 just last week, I think it was. And we will have e-magazine 5 coming out in early November. But again, like I say hello to Vegan Chef Dave and Pearly Key. Let me let you guys take over, and I will join you back here in a little bit. Okay. Good luck, guys.
Sure.
Thank you, Jackie.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
What fanciful cooking you doing today?
Okay, hi guys. Wanakkam, salam sejahtera, tatahau. So as usual, it's going to be another amazing vegan dish, which is an authentic Malaysian dish as well. And
Okay.
I guess by default, actually, it's very easily able to turn into vegan version, which is our Mee Rojak. Yeah, so basically, I think when we talk about Mee Rojak, it's one of the top menu in the mama restaurants in Malaysia. So it's a kachokana. We call it a mixed race of Malay and Indian, and we
Indian
call them
Muslim,
Indian Muslim.
Mee Goreng.
Yeah, in Malaysia. So basically, you can found this is one of the menu that they put on in their restaurants. So, and of course, there are few components when it comes to Mee Rojak. So, of course, the yellow noodle, or people call it egg noodle, but these days, a lot of manufacturers, they start to removing egg from the noodles. So, yeah, I can show you guys. So, this is how it's look like. So, which we use for our mee goreng, mee soup, all sort of dishes. So, I'm going to use this yellow noodle. So it's actually without egg. So it's by default nowadays, you can easily get this, vegan version of yellow noodle. And then the second part will be the condiments, which consists of the fritter and boiled potatoes, deep fried tofu, and as well as normally the traditional version, it comes with egg, which I just remove it. And then definitely it goes with quite, some other accompanied condiments like, cucumbers, sengkuang. Sengkuang is jicama. So it goes with all these, as a side. And the most important part, the last, is the peanut sauce. So there's a lot of things going on today in the cooking, because Rojak is like not a simple one-pot dish. So it requires a lot of steps and things. So I simplified it. So basically now what we're going to do first the fritter. The second, we're going to do the sauce for the rojak. And then we're going to deep fry all the items, and we're going to assemble them. So it's very simple, straightforward. So yeah, so let us move on and let me show you guys. I think I show you guys one by one by step. First, we do the fritter, so I don't go crazy introducing all the ingredients, then you get confused. So we go one by one, because there's like, I don't know, 50 or 100 ingredients going on in this rojak dish. So we want to make it simple. So that's why I think it's good that we focus one by one. So fritter. So to make this fritter, normally it's comes with prawn fritter, but I'm going to make a vegetable fritter. because since it's a
Okay.
vegan version. So here's the things that I have prepared. So I have some bean sprout, I have some carrots and some kuchai. Kuchai is like garlic chives. So these are the three main ingredients that's going into my fritter as a replacement of my prawn. Okay, so just add all this into a bowl. Okay, and then I have roughly like about 1 cup of plain flour. So just add the plain flour.
What flour?
1
What flour
cup
is
of
that,
plain.
Dave?
Yeah,
Plain flour, all-purpose flour.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just the normal plain flour and half cup of rice flour.
Half cup of
So
rice.
yeah, and actually it's just agar-agar and not really measure exactly. You want the exact recipe. Looking forward to sign up to our Malaysian Chef jointoday.com so you can get all the recipes afterwards. And I have like roughly about half teaspoon of turmeric powder. I just put half teaspoon first. If I need more, then later we can add on. And then definitely some salt. The thing is, I like to take all these spices, all this salt using hand, which I don't really measure. But of course, for recipes, I do measure. But yeah, so salt is there, turmeric is there, plain flour is there, rice flour is there, and 3 types of veg that I show you guys just now is there. Now we're just going to add a bit of water and just mix them in. Okay, so just use your hand with some love and then just mix them in.
Yeah. With so much love, so many
Yes.
people saying hello to you that I can't even keep up. Or you were,
Okay.
or you
Hi,
were telling all your
everybody.
ingredients, all the ingredients,
Okay.
everybody from Dubai to Sydney to Malaysia, from Penang,
Okay.
from San
Okay.
Diego, everyone,
Okay.
Helen Lim, Vinodini
Mm-hmm.
Balakrishnan from JB,
I see.
Revelex.
Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in.
Bristol is here, Zaleha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our rendang queen.
Yeah.
That rendang lady. So,
Bibi
guys, I
Vikas
realized
from Germany.
I need a bit more flour because it shows that my vegetables is quite a lot. So I'm just
How
going
you
to
know?
add a
How you
bit.
know? By feeling.
Yeah, of course. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys how I know. Because as you guys can see here, this is like a lot of veg
Your veggie
than the
more than your flour.
yeah, definitely. So I'm just going to add in a bit of flour so that you get the fritter texture. Or else,
Agak-agak.
yeah, agak-agak. But don't worry, I have the measured recipe. It's just that I don't measure today all my ingredients. So just go by feeling, okay?
Oh,
Don't worry.
Julie. Saying
And
hi.
yeah, one more thing that I forgot to add in just now, which is the baking soda. So you can add in a bit of baking soda just to help you to,
What will the baking soda do?
Yeah, it will help your dough to rise nicely later when you deep fry them. Yeah, it will help the batter to, yeah.
Okay.
So just mix them. Yeah, this is better now.
See, your agar-agar is perfect.
Yeah, and definitely, guys, you guys can add in some shallots also into this. Definitely no problem. You can add in a bit of shallots. Yeah, just that I just use 3 types, but definitely you can add in of shallots. As you guys can see, yeah, it's nicely form into the batter. Then just keep this aside. Okay, so now what we're going to do, are we going to fry this? No, we're going to fry some other item before we come to this. Let me show you guys what we're going to fry first. And here is my wok and oil is getting hot. Okay, and we have some bean curd over here. I have 2 pieces of bean curd. So we're going to deep fry them. I don't marinate them. It's just a plain bean curd because I think later when the sauce will give the flavor. So I don't really marinate this particular the bean curd. Okay, now let's let this tofu go in.
Wah, baby, balik ke Hi, Mas. Say hi to you, Jane. I'm sitting.
Okay, meantime, let it to really deep fry nicely. I want to show you guys another condiment that you have to prepare in advance, which is boiled potatoes. So these boiled potatoes, some of them will choose to deep fry them as well. Some will
Yeah.
choose to just leave it as it is. So it's totally up to you. So today I'm not going to deep fry this because I don't want everything deep fried in the rojak. So I want to leave it as it is. Just boiled potato with just some salt will do. Okay, so boiled until it's cooked nicely. So which you can eat and it's really soft and nice. So it give you a beautiful texture later when you add into your rojak. Okay.
Sue Ann is
Mm.
here. Sue Ann is here.
Okay, so the tofu is fried nicely.
I'm not sure whether Dave can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Right. Papa Joe is saying hi from Redang Island.
Wow, Chef Joe is enjoying life traveling around Malaysia. Yeah, so on a business trip. Okay, so we can see the tofu fried nicely. So now we're going to take this out from the oil. Let it
When
drip.
it's yellow,
This is what Mama Pali teach. Let the oil drip. Then only you take. Okay. So
whatever already lah, you.
yeah, it's done. So now we're going to fry the fritter that we already done. So we're going to fry them up, but not many, just as much as we're going to use for one or two portion. So
Send two
going
over
to
here.
just yep.
I love this. Okay, don't put your finger inside, okay?
Yeah. Don't worry. Okay.
After you jump up and down.
Okay. I think just 4 will do. Don't put too much. Okay, so we just turn them when it's like you feel like it's hot, then you just turn them the other side. Yeah, it smells so good. Smell the flavor of the carrot, the food chai leaf, especially. Okay.
You
So this is more of veggie than the dough. Of course, if you go to the shop, they give you a lot of the batter, but that's you just see a few kuchai leaf and a prawn, something like that. But this is like packed with a lot of vegetables.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. So make sure it's fried nicely and also crispy.
Wow, your oil is so hot, it's so red and so golden, so beautiful.
Yeah. So it's very simple and easy to make this. Okay, as we can see, the bubble is like start to slow down. That means like it's almost done. So just let them to one more minutes on the other side.
He is not talking so much, so I can tell him here. Oh, you are hi today. He's perfectly now.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to remove this from the oil.
You got to cut the paper to clean the oil, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Must be really crispy too, yeah?
Yeah. So basically, I think that's more than enough for like 2 portions. So we remove all this. It doesn't need this. We just need some. Okay, is there anything else we're going to fry? No more. That's it, all we have to fry. So now we want to move forward to how to make the sauce, which is a peanut sauce to goes with this rojak. So I'm going to use the same wok. It's just that I remove all the oil before I start to making the sauce.
Yeah. Papa Joe is saying that the tempura expert uses their hands to take out from the oil.
Okay, okay.
Oh my goodness, I can't imagine that.
Wow, wow, wow. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So,
Alina Dambai. Hi, Chef.
hi, hi.
Chef. Oh, all your fans.
Yeah, and guys, do let me know where is your, like, last time you guys had rojak, or what is your favorite place to have your rojak? Because I know there's a lot of version of rojak in Malaysia. Yeah. So basically, I remove all the oil. It doesn't need any single oil here. I will tell you why. Okay, done. Okay, basically I remove all the oil. Now I'm going to show you guys like what are the ingredients that we needed to make our rojak sauce. So basically, my rojak sauce is very simple and very a kind of shortcut to do rojak sauce, because what happened was when I was 17, one day randomly my mom asked, "Do you have idea how people make rojak sauce?" I was like, I don't know, maybe I think they use the sambal and then add in the crushed peanuts and then add some water, make it like watery. And yeah, maybe that's how they make the, kuah rojak. So we tried out and it turned out nice. So ever since, I never care about how people make rojak sauce. That's my version of rojak sauce. But the things that I improvise is I add a bit of coconut milk to give the creaminess and richness. Or else what you can do, you do 2 batch of crushed peanuts. So I have crushed peanuts over here. You can do 2 batch of them. One is a bit coarse and one more is really, really fine into powder. So that will give you the richness. So, but today I'm going to use the coconut milk method. And the ingredients that I need to make this rojak sauce are definitely these crushed peanuts. So I have a small bowl here, or maybe 1 cup of crushed peanuts. And then I have like quarter cup or bowl of sambal paste. So this sambal paste is very basic sambal that consists of shallot, garlic, chilies. Chili mean is the soaked dried chili. I soak them and blend them, grind them to get into a nice paste. And I always use 2 types of chili, which is Kashmiri dried chili as well as the normal version of chili. So it won't give you too spicy, but at the same time, nice color and all that. But it's definitely just normal sambal, which you can get in the stores as well. You can use that. But if you want to make from scratch, just use the sambal recipe, which I will include in my recipe later on. So just use that. Just use the crushed peanut and of course the santan, or we call it coconut milk, and then with some salt, some water to adjust. That's it. That's how simple it is. So I don't bother adding in the galangal or lemongrass. That's how simple I make them. So here, let's start. We're going to on the fire. Okay, so it's going to be very quick way of doing this rojak, kuah rojak. It's like within 5 or 10 minutes you will be done when your sambal is there. But if there's no sambal, then you have to do more work lah. Okay, so the sambal is there. And of course, I'm going to add in 1 cup of water. Let it dilute in the water.
Loves the rojak from Gani Dry. Call that pasang ball.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're saying the Indian Muslim pasang ball. That's right.
Yeah. So now I'm going to add in these crushed peanuts. And of course, you can add in a bit of asam gelogo, but it's just that in my sambal, I already have some calamansi. So there's some acidic in it. So I'm not going to add anything else. So yeah. Okay, meantime, the sauce is cooking here. I'm going to on the next stove to boil a bit of water to blanch my uh, noodles. So these noodles, you have to blanch them before you serve. So I'm going to just let the water boil and blanch them while the sauce is cooking over here. So okay, at this point, yo, pedas. Dah boleh bau rasa pedas ya. And then add in the coconut milk. Maybe a big half cup of water just to wash up this. Don't waste anything. Yeah, I know I'm cooking with Mama Peli today, so don't waste, huh? Later she come after you. How dare you throw that into sink before you rinse it? Huh? Okay. Okay, so definitely let this to reduce to into a thick consistency. Then voila, your kuah kacang will be nicely done.
One question for you. Do you toast or fry the peanuts first before grinding them?
Yeah, exactly. All you can do, because nowadays in the market they are selling those already grind for you already, hancho, like already make into, they already grind for you. But of course, if you are using kacang tanah or groundnuts or peanuts, all you can do is just toast them, remove the skin, and then you blend them so into the consistent you want to use. So like I say, if you don't want to use santan, you don't want coconut milk in your kuah rojak, you make two batch. One is a bit coarse and one is the fine one. So the fine one will give you the richness. In Malay, we call rasa lemak. So the richness for the entire sauce. So yeah, so as you guys can see, it start reducing. Yeah, so start reducing. Just turn on a bit of small fire. So let it slow cook. So now it's time for us to taste. Is the seasoning is okay? Is that enough? Is there anything to adjust? Anything to add on? Or anything to reduce? So we just take a bit and then we're going to taste them and see if everything is fine. Definitely lacking something. I don't know whether you guys know or not. You know what? Gula merah. I don't have gula merah in my sauce because rojak sauce meant to be a bit of sweetness in it. So I realized there's a lacking of the sweetness in the kuah. So I'm going to add in a bit of this molasses sugar. Yeah, be careful, guys. Nowadays there's a lot of sugar which is fake. They use the normal white sugar mix in and give you the color. So buy the good quality one. So you will, able to make a nice and also the healthier version of it. So I'm going to just add in a bit of this molasses sugar, about 2 big heap of tablespoon. And it also will mature the color for your sauce. Yeah, you guys can see the color getting nicer, much matured now. And let us taste again how does it taste like.
My friend is watching from Tasmania.
Wow.
Yes, he is the sous chef for the government house in Tasmania.
Wow.
Yes.
Hi.
And somebody in Mandarin Nim from Australia.
Oh, I know who is that. Is Helen from Australia.
Oh, Helen, not Hailun.
In Mandarin is she named it Helen, but
okay. Vigneshwari Tangaraj, saying hi to you.
Okay, now it's really tastes good, but I just feel like I need a bit more of sugar, just a little bit more. So I'm just going to add them a bit more. So it will come to a nice, just going to add a bit more.
A bit
That
more
will be
than
perfect.
2 tablespoons.
Yeah,
All right.
that will be perfect. Okay, so now the sauce is done, the fritter is done, all the condiment is done. Now, final thing which we're going to blanch the I'm going to just let it continue cooking a while more with really, really small fire to just, a bit more thicker. Now it's a bit watery, just a bit more will do. Huh? So here the water is boiling. So we're going to just put in maybe for just one portion will do. Okay. Of the noodle. Just put into the hot water. Just a few seconds will do. Just we want to remove the oil and also let the noodle to cook so for a while. Okay, so it's time for this. Okay, just a while, just to blanch them. And here we can get plates ready to assemble all the ingredients before we want to serve them.
Raji says, looks delicious. Rose says, for the kuah, we eat raw sugar instead of gula melaka. Can we add raw sugar instead of gula melaka?
Yeah, definitely you can, but it's just that the color won't be that nice, and the taste wise is it's different. It's good to add gula melaka or brown sugar or molasses sugar, which will give you better taste and nice color and texture. Yeah, you see, if you use the white sugar, you won't get this beautiful color. Okay.
Helen
Okay,
says,
so
can you repeat the sauce ingredients again? Sorry about that. Helen, your friend from Australia. Hi.
okay.
Yeah.
So now the noodle is done, so just going to shrink them and also plate them. So it's very simple. Okay.
Hi, Suresh Arumugam.
Okay, so done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to plate them into a plate. Only the noodles first. So I put the noodle.
Any tamarind? Yes, he put earlier tamarind.
Yeah, so as you guys can see, after we cook them, it's loose and it's much nicer. Okay, so now
Idea to blanch first.
we're going to cut all these tofu, all the quail, the fritters that we fried just now, and going to assemble here. So basically the main few ingredients that very, very, very important are the sauce, the noodles, the what's that? Okay, so here. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so the fritters, tofu, noodles, and also the sauce is the main component as well as the potatoes. So okay, so we have this tofu, so I'm going to just cut them into 6 pieces. One tofu cut into 6 pieces. So basically this is what you get after you cut. It will be looking like this. So just going to place them in this project. Okay, so and then of course going to add some potatoes that we already boiled. And then some fritters as well that we fried just now. You guys can see the fritters really look very beautiful and nice, as you guys can see in the inside. So it's really nice, huh? So and crispy outside, soft inside. Yeah, that's the beautiful part of this fritter. And then we're just going to add them over here. Tofu is here, the potato is here, the fritter is here. So there are some other components which we doesn't have to cook, which we will serve it raw. I'll show you guys what are there. So yeah, so you guys can see These are the main things that we need for the rojak. So boiled potato, fritter, and tofu, as well as noodle and the sauce. But there are some interesting components we're going to add in, which will give nice texture, colorful color, and also, to bite on. So these are the things that I will add on. So we have jicama here, we call it sengkuang in Malay. And of course, I have some cucumber, some bean sprout, which is raw. Some people like to blanch it. So I like it to keep it raw so that, when you eat, there's some crunchiness in it, some texture. And of course, some carrot for colors, and also, some bites, and some red chili for colors as well. So I'm going to add all these a bit here and there to make it into a nice, beautiful dish. Okay, so just going to add a bit of bean sprout, just a bit of carrot, just a bit of the sengkuang, or we call it jicama, and a bit of cucumber, of course. Okay, so this is more like a restaurant style of rojak, not the kedai mamak style of rojak. So there's like all the colors are going on here. And of course, now the final part, what we have to do is we're going to put in some sauce.
You asked why you're not using vegan belacan from Tanjung Hawaii.
Yeah, I did. Tanjung, I'm not sure whether got vegan belacan or not. But in my sambal, actually, there is some vegan belacan as well. Yeah.
Okay, guys, you have to look at the recipe in Malaysian. Sign up for the for recipe and emac from malaysianchef.com. Yeah, it's just above join today. The word join today. You click on it, and then you sign up.
Yeah.
And you
So I'm going to pour the sauce here. So it just pour on the noodle. Yeah. So that is amazing, and maybe you can garnish with some, spring onion, some, fried shallot, just for some colors. And actually, it doesn't have to do that. It's just for some finance only. So we actually can, avoid doing this. So yeah, that's how simple and beautiful can be our Malaysian Mee Rojak in a very, exclusive way. It's like a 5-star hotel quality of Mee Rojak, not kedai mamak, not kedai mamak quality. And yeah, but it's going to taste exactly like how you can eat in kedai mamak. We call our restaurant our mamak restaurant. Frankly speaking, our mamak restaurant food is really delicious in Malaysia. Don't look down at them. The food is authentic, delicious, and really nice. So yeah, that's how simple we can make this beautiful rojak. Yeah. Is there any other questions or anything that you guys curious?
Yeah, there were so many questions, but the only thing is that you were going on about the food that I couldn't stop you to tell you the questions. Yeah, but basically there were a lot of people from many parts of Malaysia.
Okay.
And we actually in Penang, in Penang and Perak, we call that pasembor, but we eat separately. We do pasembor, and then we have mee rebus. You are putting two together, which is a good idea. And I love the idea that it's called Mee Rojak because two is. And some I've eaten before from the crowd that have come in. Sedapnya. And Your Highness say, can I watch the replay on Rojak recipe? Yes, you can. Please join in.
Yeah, definitely you can watch the replay.
And you will see the replay.
Yeah.
On YouTube or our Facebook. A lot of us are on Facebook live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you
for those,
to send a bowl over. You need to send a bowl over.
I wish I'm just staying nearby Penang so I can send this over, right?
I'm not tasted.
Exactly.
I will make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Today, we're going to take the whole hour to do this. It's like within half an hour, we started from start to finish. Sort of, but he did it though. You have to admit he used the pre-made sambal. So can you tell us what's in your sambal recipe?
Basically, it's just blended shallot. I blend them, shallot, garlic, and just like 1/2 inch of ginger, not too much, just very little, just to give you a bit of the hint, and also dried chili, which I soaked and then boil them and then grind them, so it reduces your time for you to cook later on. And then some vegan belacan, some salt, sugar, as well as some a bit of dark soy sauce for the color. And also, yeah, I think basically that's it. Yeah, so exactly. Some asam glugo or maybe calamansi. I add calamansi for this, but actually I don't really very particular when it comes to acidic. So if I have something fresh, I use the fresh one like calamansi or lime. But if I don't have that, then I use asam jawa or asam glugo sort of thing. Anything that can give you a bit of acidic. So, but definitely like Indian style of sambal. Then if you do Indian style of recipe, then you add in asam jawa. The Malay style, then I add in asam keping, or some like sambal belacan. Then I use the calamansi. So it's always run here and there. But sometimes just see whatever in the fridge, just use that.
You fry up the sambal, or you just mix it all together?
No, I of course I saute them and then I cook them through till the end. So season them and everything. So I always keep them in my chiller. There's always stock in my chiller. So whenever I want to do any recipe that based from sambal, I use them and just alter a bit here and there.
Gotcha. But no garlic in it?
Yeah, there's garlic in it.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, shallot, garlic, ginger is the base. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Now, a lot of people are talking about how it's like called pasembor in Penang, right? But the pasembor that I've eaten, which is very similar to the rojak I had in Seremban where I grew up, actually the sauce is orange in color, and also the Chinese pasembor they use sweet potato. Which is how I made my rojak as well back when I had my restaurant. And I think like it seems like the Penang people, they're not familiar with rojak mee. They think it's like rojak sort of thing, right? But in our exactly. We have rojak mee, which is like rojak but with noodle sauce. To me, mee rebus is more savory, it's not sweet, but mee rojak is sweet, right?
Exactly. And we normally eat mee rojak for like a tea time or for as a snack kind of things. I mean, in Johor where I grew up, we use that for tea time and all that. Rarely we eat that for the main dish like lunch or dinner.
Yeah. But I really miss eating rojak mee because you don't really see it that much.
Especially, I mean, like I'm not sure, like everywhere that I have seen, mee rojak and also this chendol comes hand to hand. Like people selling chendol and mee rojak, like in most of the place. So that is like something that we can, snacking whenever we go out to buy things. And when we saw there's a stall, then we just order like, chendol and a bowl of rojak and we just have it. Yeah.
That's right. And the other thing I want to mention as well, even pasembo, when I eat it in an Indian stall in Penang, it's different to having it in a Chinese stall. So for people who've never been to Malaysia, or even those who actually grew up in Malaysia, you might actually, like what Dave was saying earlier, there's a big diversity in our cuisines. Even Dave's is like, his sauce is kind of like it's almost like a satay sauce.
Yes. Basically, it's almost the same. I don't see any difference in it. I mean, for me personally, I just use the same sauce for both of these dishes. Yeah.
That's right. So if you want to make Dave's version of Mee Rojak, you can just make your peanut sauce, for satay sauce. Make it a little bit. Yeah, the texture might be a little bit more runny or less runny or whatever. But the recipes are very similar. Like I said, the version that I make, I actually use mashed sweet potato, which is quite nice.
Potatoes for the sweetness and thickness. To reach.
Yeah. So I like your how you make the fritters as well. It's very I want to give it a shot making it.
When you have no money to buy prawn, right? Like just go on the vegetable fritters.
It's interesting that Helen is saying that she's vegetarian. She will try it without garlic or shallots because the Buddhist vegetarians are different to our understanding of vegetarian. The Western vegetarians eat shallots and garlic, but Buddhist vegetarians don't, sort of thing. So
definitely,
it's quite confusing to some people as well, right?
Yeah. And basically, I don't really have much, experiment on this cuisines that without garlic and shallots, because first of all, I love garlic and shallot. So that is quite tough for me to omit these two items, especially shallots. I think, especially when it comes to Malay dishes like sambal and all this, I think shallots and onions play a big part to give the sweetness. But omitting it, I think, yeah, I have to do some studies and work on it. Actually, quite a lot of my audience also always ask me, is there any way that, can take those things out? And yeah, it's a homework for me to learn.
All right, I'm going to disappear again, but I'll let Pearly ask the last couple of questions, and then we'll finish off with Tourism Malaysia. And it's just I've got Noah, my kid.
Okay.
All right, I'll catch you guys in a second.
Pair it with goreng. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And Dave, when we do our fritters, contohnya mouse fritters, mouse
Oh,
fritters. Yeah, we'll do it in a longish manner.
oh, okay.
Nyao chu ji, that is a mouse.
Oh,
fritters.
okay.
Only have
Understand.
bean sprout and chives and chilies inside with prawn.
Okay.
That's right. Rose
Understand.
think that the North people typing to Penang only eat pasum bor without me. Yeah, it's so interesting that the South
Yeah.
eat mee and they call it Mee Rojak. No, I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a great idea because it's a good combination. It's really good
Yeah.
combo. Whenever you go to a mamak store, you either have a mee rebus and a mee goreng and a pasum bor. We have three together between the family. Usually there'll be like 4 or 5 bowls to snip the pasum bor into the mee goreng or snip the pasum bor into the mee rebus, So the combo works well. And you're talking about chendol. I wonder in the south, your chendol, what do you add in the chendol? Here we have red bean. And then in Sungai Bakap where I grew up, they put pulut.
Okay.
Yeah, so
we have the similar things here as well. We have pulut, we have this red bean, and nowadays are very famous for this durian, durian chendol. So I guess this is similar. Roughly, we have the same thing also over here.
Yeah. So hi. Oh yes, Chef Joe is saying Rojak Asma famous in Johor Bahru.
Wow, I have to check it out because I'm from the north side of Johor, from Segamat, so definitely have to check that out.
Raw Chef is here. She's happy to support your vegan broadcast. Hi, Rachel.
Thank you, Chef Yin.
Hi, Ahamima is here. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Hi.
Hello. And
wow, Machan also say hi.
Yeah, which I can't help but observing from the back about your mee and rojak together.
Yeah, I hope it's not MCO, so you guys can come over and have a bowl of rojak.
I would love to have this. I'm going to go to the Gurney Drive guy and order a plate of mee rebus or mee goreng, and then go and buy the rojak and put and assemble. New Zealand. He said curry mee is called rojak in New Zealand.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, New Zealand people, you guys should do something about this. How can curry mee become rojak?
Chef Joe, yeah, Kahamima is saying yummy. Wow,
yeah, definitely.
So good. Yeah, so good. So how many people
can't wait to
apply for? I see you got some noodles and all that. How many more people is going to benefit and waiting for you to cook? I'm going to come on.
I guess roughly about 5. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, normally it's my housemate and my neighbors will be benefit from this all the time when I cook all these things.
Yeah, anyone have any more question before we will have to close for the day? And then at 7 we have another broadcast with Chef Joe.
Yeah.
If none, we will be going off. Shushmita, sedapnya. That must be your fan.
Ya, memang sedap gila.
Memang
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I am back. Okay, guys. Yeah, everyone's thinking it looks fantastic, looks delicious.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Christina's list. Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget, in a couple of hours, we have Chef Johari Idris, and he's actually going to be streaming from Pulau Redang. And
Wow.
I know, yeah,
wow.
beautiful tourist destination in Malaysia and the tropical island.
Behind him, it's gonna make us all jealous.
Yeah, I know. He might have a special guest with him as well. We shall find out. Very special guest. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we'll you'll find out. You'll have to tune in to find out. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, if you want the recipe, go to malaysianchefs.com/join today, and you will get a copy of our EMAG 5 coming out in a couple of weeks. And also, don't forget to tune in a couple of hours, and also make sure you make sure you share this out to everyone. All right, and guys, like I said, we are going to be announcing something special coming up very, very soon. So make sure you sign up to our members area so that you get notified when we do. Okay, just finished cooking. Yeah, watch the replay. Okay, all our videos are available on replay.
Yeah, exactly.
Across the internet. And also, if you want, you can look us up on YouTube, youtube.com/Masters of Malaysian Cuisine, and just subscribe and you'll be able to access all the videos there. Okay, thank you again, guys, and we will bump it up with Tourism Malaysia again. And Dave, fantastic job as usual, love your work. And Pearly, of course, everybody loves Pearly.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.
See you guys. Have a good day.